meeting as presented.
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. At this time, under new business, I'd like to recognize Ms. Kleiner, the Director of Administrative Services, regarding the division update. Ms. Kleiner?
Good morning. So I have just a few things to bring to your attention. Yesterday, we posted externally the job posting for our chief assessor. I included, attached to the memo, a copy of that posting. We have posted on the NHMA website, the IAAO website. We'll be posting to the New Hampshire IAAO listserv. We've also included all the media resources that we normally post to as part of city HR. We will bring the final candidates to both the mayor and to the Board of Assessors for a final interview. The team that has been asked to do the first round of interviews includes the CFO, Corporation Counsel, Treasurer for Debt, and myself. And we will be preparing a list of questions and going over them as a group. There were no internal candidates that applied. We have begun working with Vision Government Solutions, preparing for the full measure and list. There is a website on a web page on our website that's dedicated to this project. So I've received a lot of questions around, what appraisers will be assigned to the job, how will they be performing. Their proposal is linked to the web page for the full revaluation. It has all that information. It has the appraiser's resumes. It walks you step by step. There's really no information that I could give that's not included in that proposal. Also, we have come to an agreement on a contract between Vision and the city. That has been given to the New Hampshire DRA for their approval. We have been in contact and we have spoken, and I expect their comments within the next week. We have a meeting scheduled for tomorrow afternoon with staff from Vision and the city assessors and I to begin preparation of a data collection manual that will be used during that full measure and list. A few questions that have been raised over the past few months is what type of reports the city assessing office runs, what type of reports I run, what type of data we collect, what I look at during management review of the department. There are queries that are available in our CAMA system. I look at many things. They're not reports per se that I normally download. I might run a report, look at it, and not even save it off the CAMA system. Looking at AP5, looking at the mobile solution that the assessors will be using, looking at the flow of data, speaking with other chief assessors, and then speaking with David Cornell. I have retained David Cornell to write a management dashboard reporting system. So he has done this for other assessing departments and appraisal firms. And I think it's best at this point to develop a system that we can not only publish internally, but publish externally, so that we can be as transparent as possible with our residents on important things like building permits and sales inspections. So David has agreed to write a system. I'm not going to go through all the items that system will include verbally, but it will have a number of different reports to it. Mr. Cornell's going to start this project in January, around the second week of January, but it will take until sometime in March to have the system complete. And one of the reasons it takes a good amount of time is he will extract from our CAMA system and from CivicGov, the system that holds the building permits, all of this information electronically. So information from both systems will download into the reporting system that he is creating, and it will automatically generate reports and dashboards that can be used by management and by the general public. So when he's done, what I would like to do, if it's acceptable with the board, is have him come in, show his system to the board, and walk you through the reports so that we're clear with what each one means. So we would be looking at doing that sometime in March. This week, we received a file from Patriot Systems, which contains all the PDFs needed that we generally post to the city website. This is the assessor's card that you see under the Web Pro. It's part of Archive Pro, the software that we purchased last summer. Unfortunately, when IT was going through the cards, they noticed no sketches were included, and there was some incomplete data. So therefore, we did not post them to the website. Patriot Systems is working on it, and we expect to have a new disk sent to us shortly with complete data. But if the public is wondering why our 2019 data is not out on the website yet, that is the reason. I really feel that putting incomplete data out there is not going to serve any purpose. Finally, the assessors and staff continue with the 2019 equalization study. Just to let you know, our deadline that it needs to be submitted to the DRA has been extended to January 15th. So we will continue to work on this right up to the holiday and immediately after. And that's all I have, unless there's any questions.
Any questions for Ms. Klein?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. There are no communications. There are no staff items unless, Mr. Turgis or Ms. Brown, do you have anything? Do not. Okay. Unfinished business, we had talked about starting times for the meetings for next year, and the department has proposed that they start at 9 a.m. Is that agreeable to everyone?
Yep.
Sure. Okay. We had a citizen appointment, but the citizen is not here. Are there any comments by members of the board?
No?
No.
And is there a need for a non-public session? All right, so I would say happy holidays to everyone. And is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I will second that.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, nay, ayes have it. Meeting is adjourned at 8:26.